So you've got a couple of YouTube videos under your belt now, and all of a sudden you get a hate comment. Don't tell me that you never expected to get a hate comment. Don't tell me that you expect every single comment that you receive to be positive. YouTube is just a microcosm of life. You get hate in life, you're gonna get hate on YouTube. Hey guys, it's Derek. Welcome to my experience as the owner of a small YouTube channel and being a YouTube content creator. Now, getting hate comments on YouTube is inevitable. As soon as you start developing any sort of traction, as soon as people start watching your videos, you're bound to get people who disagree with your opinion, who don't like your videos, and in fact, unfortunately, feels like there are some people out there who actually just don't like you. So when you're making YouTube videos and you get all excited and you know that you've put all this hard work into making these videos and posting them, I can understand it hurts when someone shits all over your videos in a comment. The first nasty comment's always the worst, and as time goes by, you kind of build up a little bit of a tolerance to some of the comments, and you know what is real, you know what is intentionally hurtful, and you know what is actually constructive criticism. Now, in my humble opinion, there's nothing wrong with getting some constructive criticism. So if somebody writes something along the lines of, hey, this is how I think you could improve your channel. I think that the sound is a bit muffled. Your camera skills need a little bit of improvement because the video is too shaky, stuff like that. Or if someone writes a comment and actually challenges the validity of your information because they actually know more than you and the facts that you present are actually incorrect, I'm all for that, because that really does help us improve our channel, makes our information more accurate, and it helps us improve as we grow our channel. But the stuff that really hurts content creators, especially those who aren't used to receiving them, are the ones where the comments are just nasty. You know, the ones where they say your video sucks, it's boring, that kind of stuff. But what's worse are those that revolve around the fact that they're making a personal attack on the creator themselves. Truth be told, you can't control who watches your videos, and you can't control, or you can to a certain extent, but you can't really control what they think of your videos. A lot of people will watch a video, and it's natural you may not particularly like the video, but most people don't go to the effort of leaving a nasty comment in the comment section of their video. Basically, what I would do is if I clicked on a video and I watched a bit of it and I didn't really like it, I'd just stop and I move on, I go watch another video, go do something else. But I wouldn't actually waste my time and effort and go to their channel and actually leave a spiteful comment, because one is that's just downright nasty and there's no need for it. But two is there's nothing to gain from shitting on somebody else's video. But sadly, there are people out there who will do that, and they actually take pleasure in doing that. This is where we've got to develop a little bit of a thick skin. Just like everything else, people are going to disagree with you, and people are just going to be downright nasty to you for whatever reason. Sometimes it's because they just don't like the stuff you make, but sometimes it almost sadly makes them feel better, because by tearing you down, by making you feel like crap, they get this sense that they're not feeling as bad about themselves, because as they say, misery loves company. And if you're feeling really down on yourself, what better way to make you feel better than to drag everyone else down to your level so that nobody's good? Now, I'm not saying that that mentality is right, and I'm not saying anything positive about it. I'm just telling you the fact that this happens sometimes, and sometimes often, depends on the type of topics you're talking about. The more controversial you get with your YouTube videos, the more likely you're going to get nonsense like this. Now, with the constructive criticism aside, because we've already dealt with that and we accept that as a fact, and we use that information to help improve our next video, the next thing is these trolls. The people who are just downright nasty. Comments like, this video is boring, the video sucks, you don't know what you're talking about. They're just intentionally meant to be hurtful. And what's even worse is when they attack you as a person. So instead of saying the video sucks, they actually come out and say you suck. And that's nothing worse, and that's inappropriate. That's actually an attack on the person. And you've just got to remember, when that situation happens, you've got to deal with this in a sensible and a pragmatic way. These downright nasty comments about the video is something that, if there's no reasonable basis for it, I would just ignore them, because you know that they're just trolling. They know you, they just want to make you feel bad. But when it comes down to insulting you as a person, that could be the time where you have to block comments. But attacks on the creator is just never acceptable. Attacks on the video already are not acceptable, but you've just got to believe that your videos and your content is not a reflection of what you are as a person. Even if it's the worst case scenario, your video is not that good. It doesn't mean that you're not good. It just means that particular video is not good. And do not let someone else tell you otherwise. You see, almost every single person who trolls you and leaves these nasty comments I can bet you, don't have a channel of their own. Because as fellow content creators, we know what it's like. We know how hard it is to make content, and we would never go onto somebody else's channel and make fun of them, because that's not something we would want for ourselves. All these people who make nasty comments, if you notice, not just on YouTube, but on all the social media platforms, the people who leave nasty comments always stay anonymous. They don't have a picture of themselves. They put a picture of a cartoon or a picture of the cat, but it's never their own face. And they never put their name. They make up some stupid name like flower1_234. Stuff like that. They will never tell you their name because they're chicken. They don't actually want to admit that they're the ones with the problem, and they're just hiding behind this fake persona just so that they can get the kicks for making fun of people who are actually trying to make decent quality content so that everybody can enjoy it. So now that we know that nasty people out there, trolls are out there, you're always going to get nasty comments. And not only are you going to get nasty comments about your videos, but you're also at risk of getting nasty comments about yourself. Where do we go from here? Do we just get the first nasty comment, feel really bad, and just give up because we just can't deal with it anymore? And if that's the case, you really need to think seriously as to whether posting videos or pictures on social media and platforms like YouTube is actually something for you. Because if you can't handle criticism, you're not going to be able to survive on YouTube, guaranteed. And if you are someone who can handle this level of trolling and nastiness, what do you do to respond, if at all, to the people who write these? Do you just ignore them? Do you block them? Do you actually write back? And when you write back, do you write back in a nasty way, like, screw you, you don't do this, you have no right telling me this? Or do you reply to them with empathy and kindness? Because you know for a fact that people who shit all over somebody else's creation have major insecurities and major problems within themselves. These are all possible scenarios of when you publish videos on YouTube. You are bound to have people who disagree with your opinion and who do not like your videos. In any walk of life, there's always people who hold a different point of view. That's why there's two sides to every coin. So my question to you is, what you going to do about it? So are you going to prepare something in advance knowing that it's going to happen, or are you going to deal with it as it comes? Either way is okay, but you need a mechanism for dealing with it, because the better you get, the more popular you get, the more people that watch your videos, the more likely you are going to get these nasty comments in your feed. We've all been through it. We always, to some degree, get hurt by these comments, but we move on. We continue to make videos for those who actually like our stuff and for those who we think we can help or entertain or inform or educate when we make the video. You just need to make the decision that it's okay that not everyone likes your stuff. And you just need to make the decision that it's okay that if you can feel bad about the comments, but you don't let them stop you from achieving the goals you want to achieve with your YouTube channel. So that's it for tonight. And I just wanted to come on here and just let you know that we all get it. I've had heaps of nasty comments, and initially they hurt, but now they don't. It's kind of like water off a duck's back. One of the things you got to think about positively is people who leave nasty comments have actually taken the time to watch your video and to type in the comment just to make fun of you or just to make you feel bad. But they've actually gone to the effort of watching your stuff. So who's the silly one in this situation? And just think about, what have they done that's so much better than yours that they have a right to criticize yours? Look after your own stuff before you start worrying about other people's stuff. Instead of tearing down everyone else, try and build yourself up. These are the strategies which will get you much further in life and bring you much more happiness than spending all your time being miserable and hoping that everybody else will be just as miserable so that you don't feel so bad about yourself. Pick your battles, because there's no point fighting with these people because they don't care, they don't want to listen. They just want to be nasty. And if you devote too much of your time and too much of your mental energy thinking about these people, it's going to distract you from the ability to make the next great video. And that's what they want. So don't give it to them. Stay on course, stay focused, don't hear anything. It's like that baseball movie with Kevin Costner. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called For the Love of the Game, where he tells himself, clear the mechanism. So when he's on the mound, he's pitching a perfect game against the New York Yankees. He's not thinking about the crowd. He's not listening to the booing. He can't hear the cheering. You're just laser focused on what you're planning to do. And that's what you got to do with your YouTube channel. And be a little bit lighthearted. Have some fun. If you feel like you want to reply, at least make it like a funny one rather than an angry and nasty one, because you just don't want to stoop to their level. Does that sound fair? So thank you for watching. I hope you're finding this series super useful. in your journey as a YouTube content creator. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you've received any nasty hate comments and what you did to manage these hate comments. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon for another episode.